Damn, February came fast this year. Y'all know what that means. Almost time for that yearly tradition. And for my $5 patron shoutouts for the month of February, Stephen Miller, BMaka10, Average Stranger, Troy Storm, Ryan Waller, Cody Collier, Dark, Dan W, Devica, Charles Dooley, Morgan Alsing, and my man Hunter Bursch. Thank you all for your added support. All of you are super, just saying. Yo there dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighborhood Jaxblade here. Today's video is going to be something I've always wanted to talk about since I've been talking about it with a few friends. What do you guys think is the best ideal superhero physique?
Now, many of the heroes we love from comic books, anime, video games, and cartoons all come in different shapes and sizes, from the Incredible Hulk to Spider-Man, All Might to Saitama, Zarya to Tracer, Jax to Blade. But have you ever thought, what are the pros of having each type of body? Now, I already did a video called How Attainable Are Your Favorite Heroes' Muscles, talking about the amount of dieting and training it takes to reach those level of fitness gains. So be sure to check that out after this.
Also, I want to start this video off saying this very clearly. This is not a diss on anyone's aesthetics. This is not a diss on anyone's aesthetics. I have to make this so abundantly clear because two of my best friends, who I know are probably watching this and probably gonna leave a comment, always get into massive arguments with each other over this certain topic. Like, cause one of my friends is a massive bodybuilder and the other one does MMA for like years. So like they get into these huge arguments, which are pretty much just like,
shit, I'm 6'4", practically all muscle bodybuilder. I deadlift 700 pounds and bench press 500 plus. People know not to fuck with me. I ain't no scrawny DL.
I've trained in martial arts since I was 10 years old. I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, and I've done MMA since I was 16. What I lack in size, I make up for with a proportionate muscle mass, amazing strength and conditioning, and I ain't no slow-ass lug.
And what you say, motherfucker?
Oh, I think I said it pretty clearly, unless that muscle's blocking your freaking brain.
You know there are weight classes for a reason, because I smash your scrawny ass.
Your big ass can't even run a mile, so how the hell do you think you can keep up with my speed and power?
Bitch!
Come at me, bro!
Don't you know you do that? Don't even try. You're like, I get stuck in the middle of this conversation so many times between you. So thank you for being the inspiration for today's video.
So today we're going to talk about the pros of being a big powerhouse and the pros of being a lean, mean athletic machine.
Currently, I'll leave out moderately sized superheroes like Goku, Batman, and Captain America because I think that's the best of both worlds, and I'll just cover them briefly at the end.
Let's start first with the massive hero WWE wrestler bodybuilder type physique. One of the main benefits of having a load of muscle mass is not only the muscular aesthetics and confidence one receives, but the imposing nature of having such a big body.
For example, I heard this saying from either, was it the Hodge twins, Brandon Carter, or The Rock? I'm just going to say all of them so I don't misquote anyone. But there's this term called the line in the room effect.
Let's say you have to walk through a room to get to your destination, and in the corner, there's a lion sitting there minding its own business, probably playing with a ball of yarn, completely docile.
It was Brandon Carter. I just remember the video he was talking about when he was talking about it.
But let's say you see this lion and he sees you, but he's just minding his own business. Unless you're suicidal, you're gonna do everything in your power not to disturb this lion's peacefulness. You wouldn't go up and smack the lion right in the face and expect to get out there unscathed. The same thing applies to some big-ass corn-fed motherfucker who gotta go sideways through doors. They could just be sitting there minding their own business, reading a book or sipping coffee while on their laptop. You're not gonna go slap him for absolutely no reason.
Standard question. I think this is fake. You think it's fake?
I'm a man, and if I'm having an argument with a man that's bigger than me, I know there's a zone I don't go into.
When you're the bigger type, people are less inclined to F with you. Because to most folks, big muscles mean, if I say something wrong, he could pop my head like Jason. Most villains would admit they would not want to come across Thor or All Might when causing trouble.
Oh yeah, baby, somebody's been working out.
Wow, the Hulk-esque body type seems to be pretty dope. Big, strong, and imposing, so what's the lean Spider-Man Saitama-esque body got to bring to the table?
Well, I'm happy you bring that up.
Now, a lot of folks seem to underestimate the smaller body types, but that's actually quite the bonus of being that size. Like I mentioned before, when training there are different rep ranges to choose from for different goals. But again, these are not set in stone, as many well-accomplished fitness folks don't necessarily follow them. Now 1 to 5 repetitions usually help folks build strength, 5 to 8 reps helps folks build strength and muscle, 8 to 12 reps primarily helps with muscle growth, 15 reps and on is some muscle but a ton of muscular endurance. I go way further in detail in that in making 2017 your year in my video that says making your workouts more effective. So be sure to check that out after this. You can be a very strong individual and not necessarily look it from your build. Like I said in a previous video, think of folks like Bruce Lee, Peter Parker, and Saitama, whose muscles are incredibly well developed and complement their immense strength, but if they're just walking around town in baggy clothes that don't highlight their physique, they just look like your typical average Joe. Think of this like effectively hiding your power level in Dragon Ball Z. A lot of folks underestimate you, and then when you do something incredible or amazing, the looks on people's faces always make it worth it.
For example, look at me. I ain't the biggest guy around, and I don't try to pretend to be. And ever since 2013, when I tore my shoulder muscle, it's hindered me from putting on size. So I've had to like work different ways to increase my strength and be more aesthetic. So right now, thankfully, it's healing up. I'm able to like focus on getting more aesthetic and get stronger and add more size to my frame. But I didn't let myself get weak. Like for instance, I'm a pretty strong guy. Like that's not me boasting or ego or anything like that. It's just like I know that from looking at my accomplishments.
Like in my other Tough Light tunes, I'm able to do handstand push-ups without a wall. I can hold a human flag. I can do muscle-ups pretty easily now. I have a pretty sweet jumping ability. Matter of fact, my legs are just diesel as fuck. I'm gonna have dudes like shit.
Matter of fact, they're probably my second favorite body parts. Well, after Goliath.
So you can use your hidden athleticism to shock people and see the look on their faces or to benefit you. Like Peter Parker entering a mountain climbing contest. Saitama entering a martial arts tournament. Ever heard of playing on Smurf mode? That's effectively what this smaller, leaner body is for. Matter of fact, you can fake people out and be like, I'm not in shape whatsoever. And then just go ham.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
Still looks like a scrawny DL to me.
Still looks like a bulky meathead to me.
Shut the hell up.
For some reason, I've seen countless fights between folks over whose body type is better. I've seen big lifter guys make fun of smaller folks for not having size, and I've seen smaller fighter guys make fun of big folks because they think the bulk slows them down. I'm not talking about fighting, because to me, I've honestly seen it go either way. But Bro Science Life has one of the best videos on that topic called Lifters versus Fighters. It is so accurate and freaking hilarious, so check that out after this video.
So which is superior? Honestly, depends on what you're training for.
Though I will say, each has its certain benefits, because let's say someone like The Rock was walking down a sketchy alley at night, and someone like Bruce Lee was walking down a similar sketchy alley, and an unarmed mugger was watching them both. He more than likely would skip The Rock and go for Bruce Lee. And that poor fool's ass would, oh my god, that would be some anime level of ass whooping if I had ever seen it, and he'd never want to mug again. Some smaller fit folks say bigger folks can't move as fast, but there are tons of giant athletes who beg to differ. Just look at NFL players, hell, the Super Bowl's this weekend. And some bigger folks say smaller folks are weaker. Again, not true depending on what type of training the smaller dude has done. A bigger muscle isn't necessarily a stronger muscle. Just look at this professional bodybuilder arm wrestling a professional arm wrestler. The man looks average, but due to his style of training, he outclasses the muscle man. It's crazy.
They both are great for what they got. For me personally, I just say, own what you got, okay? If you're a big swole dude, flex them arms. If you're a ripped dude, mire them abs. And if you just want to be better, work on being better. That's what I'm doing. That damn shoulder injury slowed me down for so long, and now I'm just working to be the best me possible. I don't care. Like, the only challenge is myself, and I'm just going to keep working until I can be the best me possible. That is it.
And like I said at the beginning, I personally think the Goku, Batman, Captain America type BODS are the best type to have because you're big, but not too big, but def not small. A blend of aesthetics and athletics is always the way to go for me personally.
But don't ever let someone try to shame you over your body.
Fitness is not a one-size-fit-all, and finding what you like and feel the most confident at is going to make you feel like the best you possible.
So don't let society tell you any otherwise. Find a goal body you want and like, and then go for it. And if you're happy with your body right now, that is awesome. Rock on. Be proud.
But remember, we always got to respect our fellow brothers and sisters in iron. Because not all of us have the same journey to follow, but it's just a great thing that we're all walking the path. And while their ideal to be the best they can be may vary from your ideal to be the best you can be, doesn't mean you should give them any hate for it. For example, Bruce Lee and Arnold Schwarzenegger, two of the best at their business, like phenomenal what they can do. Arnold Schwarzenegger is arguably the greatest bodybuilder of all time, and he had massive respect for Bruce Lee for his athleticism and for his leanness and for his cuts, even though he was way bigger than him. And the same thing goes for athletes today. Like, a lot of athletes I've seen have actually shown respect to smaller people, like Sean T, like for his Insanity program. While they were like way more stronger and athletic and all this stuff, they still show respect because it's like, wow, this guy created a routine that was pretty damn challenging and actually fun doing. So that's just the thing to keep in mind. We're all walking different paths, but we're all like trying to be the best we can be in our own way. So don't hate on anyone for trying to be the best they can be.
I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a ton of fun to make. And tell me in the comments below, which superhero has the ideal body that you just say, wow, that is just awesome. And what type of body do you have right now? What are you trying to go for? Leave it in the comment below. Remember, you can always follow me on the social media accounts below. And also I want to give a massive shout out to my client, Adam DeBerry, who made phenomenal gains last month in our personal training. And also for people who follow me on Patreon, my Super Saiyan tier pledge has 5 spots left. So anyone who's interested in that, be sure to check that out. And then, just message me and we get to it. I hope all of you have a fantastic day. Remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on, and don't forget, moment time. Hope all of you have a fantastic Super Bowl weekend. Yeah!
Where do you think you're going, Dad? In a rocket built for one person? So it's true, you are all talk and no action. A true piece of trash. I notice that you like to look up in the sky at your silly old planet. You're probably dreaming you go back there someday. Well, it's just a dream! Is that another word for coffin? Oh look, a little green bug has come to get squashed. What was that supposed to be, Goku? Kakarot!